I'm the king of the swingers, woo, the jungle VIP. I reached the top, I had to stop, and that's what's been bothering me. I want to be a man cub and stroll right into town and be just like the other guys. I'm tired of walking around, so ooby-doo, I want to be like you.
I'm in Sheffield today at the anti-lockdown protest. I'm dressed as something resembling Father Christmas. I only have the hat, I don't have the beard, I don't have the coat, although it is red. In this video I'll go and talk to a few people about their opinions on the coronavirus, and of course we've had the new vaccine recently, so I'll be getting some opinions on that as well. It's a nice sunny day here in Sheffield today. It keeps raining when I come to these. Fortunately we've got a nice day today. Will you be having the new coronavirus vaccine?
Absolutely not. I know too many facts about things.
Yeah.
Number one is they've never isolated COVID-19. Now I wrote to my MP and he claimed that they'd done it in Canada, and I just found out they did a freedom of information request in Canada. So number one is COVID-19's not being isolated. So if COVID-19's not being isolated, how can you provide a vaccine for it? So I wouldn't have it on that basis. It's being rushed through too much, and I'm hearing there's going to be too many side effects with it because it's not being properly tested.
When they introduced the face mask back in the summer, when the infection rate, deaths are all low, they didn't want people getting complacent. Right, how do we keep the fear going? Let's create that illusion still.
Yeah,
like
that's
face mask, because
it's
it's a visual reminder. Oh look, because you can physically see that all the time.
Yeah.
All the signs on the road. It's to keep it there, the illusion in your head. Oh, you best do this, you best do that. There's a pandemic.
You never forget, do you?
Because exactly, it's just an illusion.
You know, just looking around here, there's people walking past in masks. It's a constant reminder.
You all right? You got a banner there, have you? And a sign. End the pandemic and lockdown. What do you want to tell me about that? Right? Tell me about this sign.
Because the figures that's been thrown at everybody, they aren't true figures. There's less than 1% of the 70 million population has died, and most are 80 and above with other complications. I'll give you an example why I think that. Because my wife passed away 3 years ago, and she got damaged lungs that couldn't be repaired. Went in hospital to be put in a breathing apparatus, and while she was in there, she contacted pneumonia. And on a death certificate, it said she died of pneumonia. That's not true.
What did she die of?
Collapsed lungs, asthma, and other things.
And have they changed the death certificate?
No.
Will you be taking a chance on the new vaccine?
No. No, not at all.
My friend's granddad died of a pneumonia. Sorry, he died of a heart attack. You know for a fact he died of a heart attack. It went down as corona on his death certificate. So even that number there is a lie. Even if it's one number, that one number is a lie.
Like, people are just doing it robot fashion. They've been conditioned now. They successfully got people conditioned into believing. Well, they don't even think about it. Just put on a mask, go in the shop, boom, walk round, take it off, go there. Whatever, in any environment they're allegedly supposed to do it. And they're doing it, aren't they?
I think the chance of me dying is it 0.15%? Or
How old are you?
I'm 56.
Right. Minuscule chance then.
Absolutely minuscule chance, yeah. So, and it's possible if it does exist, which I don't think it does. But if it does, I had it in January and worked for a month with it, and walking 15 miles a day. So, if they can isolate it, they can test me first to make sure I'm had it first before they give me the vaccine.
Yeah.
Because really, if you're going to give somebody a vaccine, you need to make sure they've not had it. Yeah. And Mike Yeadham says that quite clearly that you shouldn't be giving people a vaccine if they've already had the virus.
Yeah. The lockdown, it doesn't achieve anything.
Well, it's unlocked for Christmas, but then after Christmas,
Yeah,
I do believe we get some more lockdowns.
Oh, it'll go into a full lockdown. I believe that. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say to people watching this?
Just use your own common sense. What else can you do?
Are you going to be having a new vaccine, do you think? Coronavirus vaccine?
Definitely not. The only vaccine I didn't have killed people. I was supposed to get a vaccination for my hay fever, and it was in the news that year. It killed people. So I am definitely not having a
So
vaccination.
you're a bit put off vaccines because of that?
Well, I'm reading about it. It's not been tested. If you read my newspaper, The Light, you can read it online. You can read the newspaper online, The Light. You can read that online, right? And it's got a good article in about how the vaccines have not been tested.
Well, they've rushed it out in about 6 months. They normally take years.
Well, yeah, but it goes into details, the exact details.
It's one of the things that fucking pisses me off, right? Now, so I think they've cut corners on the vaccine. A, I think they cut corners on it. B, I don't think it's necessary for people who are low risk because the virus is it's so not very dangerous. It's not very dangerous at all to people who are low risk. Yeah, that it's a waste of money and a waste of resources to try and vaccinate me anyway. They've taken away the legal liability for the big corporations who have invented a virus, so that if anything went wrong, they wouldn't get sued for it. Also, there's been coercion to try and coerce people into taking to taking the vaccine, and which is wrong because it's in our human rights it's your human right to refuse a medical treatment and that human right has been put in place because of some very nasty medical experiments done by people from a country that existed during World War II called Nazi Germany. Yeah, and because some people called themselves doctors did some horrible things there. Every single person has that right to refuse medical treatment, and it is the responsibility of the medical professional to convince you that the medical treatment is worth it, and it is safe, and it's necessary. Yeah, and it's not up to you to justify why you want to refuse it. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. You don't have to give a reason. And if anyone tries to coerce you, tell them to fuck right off and tell them to come talk to me.
My views on coronavirus is a load of rubbish. Yeah, it's a big cover up for something. We'll never get to know. We'll not get to know why it's a cover up because they're not going to be that honest with us. They're always going to tell you what they think they want you to hear, but they're never going to tell you the truth. Coronavirus is nothing but a hoax, a big hoax to try and get you behind your door or try and get you to do something what you don't want to do in the first place. It's all a load of bollocks.
Okay. Will you be taking a chance on the new coronavirus vaccine, do you think?
Not unless I have to. No.
Do you think they're right to rush it out as quick as they have, or should they have left it longer?
No, I don't think if they think it's okay, I have no objection to it, but I object to being forced to have it. But I think they will do it in a certain way, like when all this is hopefully died down, we get back to normal, can go on holidays. They'll be saying if you haven't had it, you can't get on plane.
Yeah,
things like that.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. I think a lot of people are worried about that.
Yeah.
Are you going to take a chance on the new vaccine?
Am I? On the new vaccine?
Me neither.
My friends have put it up on Facebook.
No. Too rushed, too fast, don't believe it. So against it.
Like this there. Something that's so deadly that you have to be forced. Sorry. That you have to be checked to see if you've got it. You don't even know if you've got it, but then forced to have the vaccine. If you're not going to have vaccine, they're going to force you to have it. Why? If it's that good for you, why force you to have it?
You can say all the things, just what to say. But suddenly just want to rock with you in the venue. You are my favorite woman. I want to rock you every day, girl. I want you just to understand.
harassing anybody, are
You
we?
are.
But ultimately,
You're telling
what
people
we
to
are
stay away
doing,
from it.
we're enforcing the regulations.
There's
that
no
are in
regulation,
place.
it's not law.
So we're advising people to abide by
Well,
those
thanks for your
regulations.
advice, but we
so
don't
that
have to abide by it
don't
because it's
need
not law.
to take any action against those individuals.
You can try to take action,
Which
and I'll
we
sue you
will
for
do.
it. I will sue you for it.
That's absolutely
and
fine.
I'll sue you under personal liability as well.
That's absolutely fine.
At the end of the
Obviously,
day,
that's not something that concerns
we reject
us.
your advice.
That's not
Right?
something that
We reject your
concerns
advice.
us.
Government guidelines are not law. Acts and statutes aren't law. You're harassing members of the public.
We're not harassing members
yes,
of
you
the
are.
public.
So I
but
suggest you move
ultimately,
away.
if you fail to adhere to the regulations, then we may be forced to take action against you.
You can't.
So do you think it's not necessary for a lot of people?
Right, not only do I think, not only do I think it's not necessary for a lot of people, I also think that it's a massive waste of time for a lot of people. But the other thing is, right, if you are really worried about the virus, if you think that the virus is more dangerous than I think it is, and you want to take the vaccine, I say go for it.
Are you going to take a chance on the new vaccine, do you think?
What?
Are you going to have the new coronavirus
Are you
vaccine?
filming me?
Yeah.
Not at all. No, thank you. I've got a very good immune system. And when I catch a cold, I take vitamin C. And I'm fine in a day or two.
Good.
Yes, I'm very concerned about it. Nobody needs it, really.
Yeah. Well, I think the survival rate for people under 80 or maybe under 70, I think it's killed like 300 or 400 people under 80, which is absolutely minuscule compared to the 61,000 that it's supposedly killed total.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think the real figures are well under 5,000 deaths from COVID-19. You know, so, but the thing is, if people weren't dying of COVID-19, if it exists, they'd be dying of some other virus, another strain of coronavirus.
Yeah, they'd have the flu.
So they now invented either COVID-19, 20 and 21 just to try and frighten people over Christmas.
Yeah.
Keep them out of the family gatherings.
Yeah.
The whole purpose of the lockdown, of furlough, was to keep the virus under control, keep us in a holding pattern until we had a vaccine. We have a vaccine, yeah, and that means why aren't the government, and say, now that they've got the vaccine that we've been waiting for, the vaccine we've spent billions on, the vaccine we were waiting for, the vaccine we've spent £400 billion on this year for this lockdown in order to pay people like me to stay at home because we've got to keep the virus under control because we've got to wait for the vaccine. They've got the vaccine. They've got another one coming in a week. Why aren't they declaring? They should be declaring victory. Yeah, they should be taking credit for their victory. They've succeeded. They've got their fucking vaccine. Open a fucking pubs. Let's get our lives back. Yeah. Why aren't they declaring victory and letting us getting our lives back? Yeah.
It's sounding likely that there might be restrictions well into next year. Which
yes.
shouldn't be
they're talking about cancelling Glastonbury this year. They're talking about people might still be wearing masks for Christmas. But why is that the case when they've got their fucking vaccine? Yeah, the vaccine that they've been waiting for, the vaccine they said would be a panacea, that would cure everything. Yeah, the vaccine that we've endured a year of some people have had some really tough times. I know of someone who's sadly they tend to commit suicide. I feel really sorry for them. They had a tough time, and it's I know other people who've been really highly depressed. I know some people have lost relationships have broken up. I know some people. I know of someone who has died of suicide. Unfortunately, I know of businesses who have got that have gone bust. I know of people who are missing out on their lives. Students are getting locked up. School kids are getting mass testing. It's and it's people stuck at home. With really quite depressing. It's nothing to do. It's really quite demoralising for a lot of people.
The mass testing is not really necessary. Is it?
So we all went through that. We all endured. Yeah, Captain Tom did his fucking charity walk, whatever. Yeah, it's everyone stayed home. Even famous people did, even sports people did. Yeah, they can't. People can't go to football games. People have gone. Some people lost a lot of money. Not me, because I'm on furlough. Thank God for that. Although I wish I was back at work, I'd give this all back to be back and get my life back again. People gave up their fucking lives. People like me became pariahs. Yeah. Lived through all of this. And it's also that we've all got to go through this because until we get a vaccine. You've got your fucking vaccine now. Yeah? You've got your fucking vaccine. Declare victory. Claim the credit. Take a victory lap. Yeah? I'll give you, you know what? Claim victory. I'll give you a fucking round of applause and let's get our fucking life back.
Yeah. Yeah, do you want this for your water Christmas tree?
Sums it up nicely, that.
Hey?
Sums it up nicely.
Does indeed.